Hello world, Geriatric Geek here. How in the heck are you? I hope you're doing great. Another beautiful day here in North Las Vegas. September the 3rd, Thursday, 2020. That's right. Coming up on a great holiday weekend this weekend. Gonna be lots of folks in town, I understand. Uh, I don't know if I would be in that petri dish or not, but anyway, it's going to be hot. That's what I'm trying to get to. The whole western side of the United States is going to be in the hundreds this weekend. So try and stay cool, folks, if you're out here in this heat. Uh, anyway, hey, glad to have you guys here. Thank you for stopping by and checking out my little haul. That's right, the old Walmart August Walmart pickups. I don't know if I don't talk about this very much, but I do buy a whole bunch of those B horror movies or the indie horror movies from Walmart. I've done it for years. I can probably do it until I can't get out there and get them anymore because I enjoy the cheesy stuff as much as I do the big dollar stuff. So um, yeah, it's just me. I enjoy that stuff. So a lot of that, what I'm getting at, is a lot of this stuff here beside me is indeed the indie horror kind of thing, or science fiction, or those kinds of things. Anyway, let's get into it right away. Let's show you what the old geek picked up. Starting off with a Russian film, I do believe. Yeah, a Russian film called Coma. It's a 2019 flick, 107 minutes long. I really like the storyline on this. I've read the storyline. I'll read it to you here in a second. But it just seems like something I would really like. I like alternate reality kind of films. I like going back in time. I like going forward in time. That's not what this is, but I like those kind of things. Anyway, so this dude wakes up in, evidently I don't know what happened, some kind of accident or something, but he wakes up in Coma. And this place is an alternate reality that consists of other people's memories and consciousness. So it really, from what I understand, it's really takes some weird avenues. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, so let me read this real quick. After a tragic accident, a young architect wakes up in a dystopian world, Coma. Here, reality is made from the memories of people who have fallen into a comatose state. The common laws of physics don't exist, and nightmarish reapers roam the land. Having lost his memory, the architect must develop new skills to survive and adapt to the chaos around him. On his search for a way back to reality, he joins a rogue group of fighters and discovers a secret that will affect their lives forever. Looks like a good little flick. I don't know what else to say. Can you guys see that? All righty. Coma. Haven't watched it yet. Gonna get into it real soon. Next up, something called Dead Detectives. It's not rated, 92 minutes long, 2018, a horror comedy put out by RLJE Films. This thing gets really good reviews. It's about a haunted house, and these folks are like ghost hunters, or yeah. So they go into this haunted house and they get stuck. Wow. A team of reality TV ghost hunters experience true paranormal activity. For the first time while filming a make or break episode in the most haunted mansion in Mexico, facing cancellation on the one hand and supernatural entities on the other, the team must figure out a way to bust the ghosts, deliver the episode of a lifetime, and escape with their lives intact. Oh, Ghostbusters? I don't know, but it looked interesting. I think this is put out by Shudder and RLJE. Yeah, there you go. I haven't watched it yet. If you've seen any of these, you guys, let me know down below if you liked it, what you thought about it, that kind of thing. And this, well, I got this because, yeah, you'll see why. It's all three movies on one in one case. Feels like I haven't opened this yet at all. I have seen 2 of the Cloverfield movies myself. They're PG-13. Of course, they were produced by J.J. Abrams. I really like the 2008 one. They're creature feature. You know, the monster's pretty scary to me, I thought. Let me know what you thought. The second one's more of a psychological thriller. 10 Cloverfield. 10 Cloverfield's not great, but you know. Let me know down below what you guys thought. I like the first 2. I have not, like I said, I haven't seen the third one, so. Cloverfield Paradox. 10 Cloverfield Lane was pretty good. Cloverfield was, I thought it was the best one of the group. There's the back. Looks good. Nice to have them all in one spot. I'm going to save a little space on my shelving. And just because, yeah, you'll see why. That's right. Both Bill and Ted, double feature. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and The Bogus Journey. I really like the Excellent Adventure. I have not seen their new one yet, though. I've not seen it yet. Let me know down below if you've seen their new one. This is put out by Shout Factory. Let's see, it looks like they're PG. Yeah. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure finds our non-heinous heroes, Alex and Keanu, in danger of flunking history, a most odious proposition. But when the righteous Rufus, George Carlin, arrives in a time-traveling phone booth, the dense dudes discover their destiny and call on the past's biggest names for help. But yeah, that's just a homage to Bill and Ted. I can't wait to see the new one. So next one we have Mon Monsters, a Shudder original. Also put out by RLJE. This is a Taiwanese horror comedy. 112 minutes long, not rated, 2017. A ghoulistic good time and a real treat for gore hounds. Okay, that would be me. A group of classmates doing community service discover 2 flesh-eating creatures hiding in an old building. One of the creatures is able to escape, but they capture the other one, torturing him while trying to learn what she really is. It soon becomes clear that the first creature's escape has dire consequences, as she hunts them down and stops at nothing to free her sister. What makes the monster a she? I wonder. I don't know. We shall see. I haven't seen this yet. I haven't popped that open yet. Let me know down below if you have. This one looks like just very B movie type. Getaway. Not rated. 77 minutes long. 2019 thriller. This used to be this also known as Welcome Home. So basically they get into a cabin trying to do their thing. Tamara Miller has planned a weekend lake getaway with her 2 best friends. When she gets kidnapped by a backwoods cult, eerie and unexplained occurrences arise. Will she make it out alive or become the treasure of these deranged lunatics? Sounds like fun to me. Not rated, I said that. Okay. Getaway from Productions. Getaway! Next up, this is the 2nd season of Stephen King and J.J. Abrams. J.J. Abrams coming up today. Castle Rock. Yeah, Castle Rock. 2nd season, 484 minutes worth, not rated, 2019. Of course, this is all set in the Stephen King multiverse. It's a psychological thriller. Takes place in a fictional Maine city called Castle Rock. I find the plot very complicated in this. Maybe you guys, I've not seen season 2. I have seen season 1. Enjoyed the heck out of it. So let me know what you thought. Castle Rock's shadows grow even longer in season 2 of the psychological horror series set in Stephen King's multiverse. Budding psychopath Annie Wilkes finds herself waylaid in the insular town as violence erupts between the Merrills and the rival clan. Let you read the back. I'll read it all to you. There you go. Castle Rock. I like that series. Let me know what you think. I got this really for one reason and one reason only, because I love anything having to do with Alcatraz. A Haunting of Alcatraz, 90 minutes long, 2019, not rated, from Echo Bridge. Yeah, Echo Bridge. This is inspired by actual events of 1937. Interesting. A period prison film. Stay away from cell 13, it says. Okay. It just looked good. We'll see what it's all about. I have not watched it, like I said. Kind of I guess I'm taking it. Doesn't get very good reviews. It's a mix of supernatural and real world horrors. Real world. It's hard to say. So glad to have that one. I'm going to check that out real soon. And another Shudder exclusive. Look at this, RLJE, also. Provenge. 92 minutes long, not rated. 2016 was when this was actually made. So it's a pregnant slasher comedy. It gets good reviews. The baby made her do it. Ruth's misanthropic unborn baby speaks to her from the womb, coaching her to lure and ultimately kill her unsuspecting victims. Struggling with her conscience, loneliness, and a strange strain of prepartum madness, Ruth must ultimately choose between redemption and destruction at the moment of motherhood. Looks good to me. Provenge. If you've seen that, let me know what you thought. Feels like the disc is loose in this one. Open 24 hours. Not rated, 103 minutes long, from 2018. It's a horror film. I believe this is a Serbian film. Gets pretty good reviews. Has some, I guess, pretty brutal kills in it. I'm up for brutal kills. It's a woman and her delusions. A paranoid, delusional woman, Mary White, has just released from a mental hospital for setting her serial killer boyfriend on fire. Mary suffers from severe paranoia and hallucinations. Her boyfriend, James Lincoln Fields, is a brutal serial killer known as the Rain Ripper. Did you read the rest of it there? I am intrigued by this one. Can't wait to check that one out. Hey, I got this one cheap. It's the complete collection of Billy Jack. How many of you guys remember Billy Jack? Tom Laughlin. The whole series, I guess, is loosely based. This is on a 1964 when the Hells Angels got arrested for raping 5 girls in Monterey, California. So it's loosely based on that occurrence. Put out by Shout Select. It's got the, let's see, The Born Losers, Billy Jack, The Trial of Billy Jack, and Billy Jack Goes to Washington. I enjoy the heck. When I was a kid, I used to watch the heck out of this series. Born Losers was out in 1967. It's 113 minutes long. It's PG-13. Billy Jack, 1971. The Trial of Billy Jack from 1974. And Billy Jack Goes to Washington from 1977. I do not remember ever seeing Billy Jack Goes to Washington, so I'm going to check that out. But Shout Select, yeah. Billy Jack. What a badass. Badass. What was he? Half Indian, half white, I think. Or at least in the show he was. Here we go. Something called The Deeper You Dig. Love Won't Stay Buried. Why does my computer keep doing that? This is 90 minutes long, 2019, not rated. Gets great reviews. It's put out by Dark Sky Films. So basically this chick is killed and she comes back and haunts the heck out of her killer. Sounds like fun to me. 14-year-old Echo and her mother Ivy, a tarot card reader, live a quiet life in a rural area. When a reclusive Kurt moves down the road to restore an abandoned farmhouse, an accident leads to Echo's murder, and suddenly 3 lives collide in mysterious and wicked ways. Seen that one? Let me know. What'd you think? And next up, the Shout Factory release. It's certified fresh. Swallow. R-rated, 95 minutes, 2019. A psychological thriller. My favorite. This person, this movie gets good reviews. It's not for the squeamish, however. Let me tell you. She has a malady called pica. In other words, people, they can't stop themselves from eating strange things. Pins, needles, just all kinds of weird stuff. Compulsive eating disorder. Man, that would be terrible. You know, I'm just thinking of the reality of that. Just how, Swallow is an uncompromising horror that evokes deeply rooted alienation and dysmorphia. On the surface, Hunter Conrad appears to have it all. A newly pregnant housewife, Hunter seems content to spend her time tending to an immaculate home and doting on her Kindle husband. However, as the pressure to meet her controlling in-laws and husband's rigid expectations mounts, she cracks and she begins to develop a dangerous habit. Yep, swallowing weird stuff. Can't wait to watch that one. That sounds very intriguing. It'd be a terrible, terrible malady to have, wouldn't it? I think. Whoa. All right. Next up we have one of my favorite ones. You'll see why. Megalodon. Megalodon is not rated. 2018, 103 minutes. Put out by MVD Visual. Megalodon. Michael Madsen. Danger is Rising. Trying to see who else is in this thing. Yeah. Nobody I know right off. Dominic Pace, Carolyn Harris, Ego Makitas, and Annie Stolt. But anyway, Megalodon. You guys know anything about Megalodon? I know a little bit. They went extinct 2.3. You know what? Let me just back up. Got my Jaws shirt on just to remind myself about this. So a Megalodon, they actually, what really scares the heck out of me are creatures that are in movies that are real. Okay? Megalodon really existed. They're not absolutely sure that they are totally extinct. 1% chance that they still exist somewhere is what they say. But most people would accept that 2.3 million years ago, the Megalodon went extinct. And they think because these guys, you know, their teeth alone are 3 times bigger than a great white shark tooth. So these guys used to get up to maybe 40, 50, 60 feet long. huge creatures. And they fed on whales and sharks, other sharks. They had their teeth actually have ridges on them, so it allows them to tear and rip things apart. So they thought that they would go up, rip the fins and tails off of, say, whales, and then come back and more easily tear them apart and eat them. But whales have a interesting. They evolved into having. Of course, whales are mammals, so they can. How do I say this? They can regulate their body temperature. Megalodon couldn't do that. Okay, sharks cannot do that. So whales, they got smart and started going up into the north, up into the colder waters where Megalodon could not survive. And they think because of his feeding, because they took that feeding source away, the whales did, they died out. That's one theory. Who knows? But yeah, these kind of things, the things that are real, that really exist, bears and sharks and Megalodon, that is what truly horrifies me. And the human predator, the real stuff. I like the other kaijus, the dinosaurs. Well, dinosaurs really existed, but meaning like Godzilla and King Kong and the kaiju guys. So, they're not real. So, that is easier for me to say, that's just a movie kind of thing. But when you get these kind of things, whew. All right, enough of that. Let's get through this. Got quite a few to go yet. Next up, I understand this is a terrible movie. I have not seen it yet. Gates of Darkness, 91 minutes, 2016. Not rated. It's put out by ITN. Has Tobin Bell in it. Of course, he's from the Saw series, one of my favorites. Tobin is the priest in this movie, evidently. I've not seen it. Gets good reviews for the suspense, but I understand it's not great. But anyway, we'll check it out. A young girl with a telepathic connection to her twin brother is concerned that he may be possessed. She is even more convinced after a family tragedy reveals a sinister connection between her family and their church. Let me know if you've seen that one, guys. That one looks interesting, but I know it's probably just cheesy. Speaking of cheesy, I imagine this is cheesy. The Haunting of Molly Bannister. Put out by 101 Films. Gets great reviews, but it just looks cheesy to me, so we'll see. It's not rated, 78 minutes long, 2009. From what I understand and read about this, there's a really good twist at the end, so maybe that's why it gets the great reviews. After the death of their eldest daughter, the women of the Bannister family begin to feel that something is very wrong. Trapped inside the house feels menacing. The younger sister Molly is getting sick. There are strange noises in the night and a constant feeling that they are being watched. What's wrong with Molly, and why does her doll seem to appear everywhere they go? Dolls. Creepy dolls. I got this one because, well, one, it was inexpensive, and two, it's been quite a while since I've seen it. I liked it when I did see it. The New Kids, put out by Mill Creek. R-rated, 90 minutes, from 1985. Pretty good film. Revenge thriller, one of my favorites, of course. It's a brother and sister team against a gang. I'll let you read the back. If you haven't seen it, you ought to see this one. Pretty good. Pretty good. Humankind's Last Stand, the original miniseries of V. 197 minutes long, 1983. Not rated. This is put out by Warner Brothers. Aliens come to Earth. They have to come, and they're coming, and they're taking what they need to keep their planet alive, and the fight ensues. Let me know if you've seen that one. Is it any good? Next up, we got Bad Nun, Deadly Vows, A World of Unholy Secrets. Not rated, 90 minutes, 2018 horror mystery. The Bad Nun. It's put out by ITN. This appears to be a very slow burn, and it gets terrible reviews. Catherine and her family, looking for a fresh start, move into an old converted church in the country. However, their hopes for a peaceful new life are soon dashed when a religious stalker dressed as a nun begins to harass them, claiming them sinners. The nun returns night after night until the final night when she plans to release them of their sins permanently. Doesn't get good reviews, but we'll check it out. And next, one that does get pretty good reviews, amazing enough, is Ghosts of War, R-rated, 94 minutes from 2000 and... Wow, can't read that one. 2017. 2017. Put out by Vertical Entertainment. You can't hide from yourself. No, not possible. During the bleakest days of World War II, 5 battle-hardened soldiers are given a cake assignment to hold down a chateau in the French countryside formerly used by the Nazi High Command. What begins as an unexpected respite quickly descends into madness when they encounter an enemy far more terrifying than anything seen on the battlefield. Okay, we shall see. We shall see. Move a little of this out before it falls and makes a terrible noise. Next up, Star Trek Short Treks. Not rated. This is from 2018, 2019. CBS. First 4 episodes. Star characters taken from the Star Trek Discovery series. It's pretty good reviews. I have watched a couple of the episodes, but not all of them. Can't wait to watch all of them. There's the back. I'm a big Trekkie fan. Started watching Star Trek when I was young. So, yeah, I like Star Trek. Can't wait to check that out. All right, this one looks like a terrible one to me, but we'll see. Tooth Fairy. Not rated, 92 minutes, 2019. Not good at all is what the reviews say. But that's a great cover, don't you think? Terrible acting and dialogue, it says. Not scary, not even bad enough to be good. Yeah, I'll make my own decision on that. There you go. There you go. And next up, there is no cure for the undead. The Scientist. 94 minutes long, not rated, 2019. A psych thriller, yay! ITN. This one, I've seen it. It kept me interested, but it probably will not make the shelf. You know, it was right on the edge. So, what's this about? Let me just read it to you. It's kind of a leading edge scientist risks all legal and moral boundaries as he struggles to care for his dying wife, who only has a few weeks left to live from her terminal illness. Steve Unger, a brilliant biochemist, leads the research of a potential breakthrough cure that regenerates cells faster than anything currently possible. When his research is deemed too dangerous and is stopped by his company, Steve goes rogue. And I wonder how many people really do that. I'll bet there's a lot of people going rogue. Scientists. I'll bet there's a lot of them out there. We just don't know. There's the back. So it doesn't look very great. I mean, I thought it was okay. It was just too slow. Very, very slow. the cover got me alone on this one. The Barge People. Look at that cover. Not rated, 83 minutes long, 2018 horror, put out by RLJE Films. Gets terrible reviews. It's about a polluted river. I know something of polluted rivers. Remind me to tell you a story of my youth. When I was a kid, real quick, when I was a kid, I used to work, when I was going to college at West Virginia University, I used to work in the summer at a chemical plant on the Ohio River. My job was to go out, and I worked the night shift from like, I don't remember, 10 to 6 or something. So my job was to go down to the river in the middle of the night 4 or 5 times, take samples of the effluent, the stuff coming out of this plant. I was a college student. There were 4 or 5 of us that did basically the same thing. We were there, just earning some summer money. Anyway, long story short, this effluent coming out from this plant glowed. Literally glowed. Yeah, while it was going into this river. So I thought, oh man, this is not going to be good. So fast forward to the end of the summer, I asked the lab techs, hey, how did all that stuff turn out on the, what are we putting into this river? First off, they weren't going to tell me. And second off, they said that, we collected all of your samples and the big bosses didn't like what they saw, so they got rid of it. I said, okay. So that is my polluted river story. Who knows what they put in? All of those plants now are gone, by the way, along the Ohio River, because it was just too much pollution going on. The Barge People. It looks interesting to me, but it gets terrible reviews. We'll see. We shall see. Cannibal Core Killers. Cannibal Core Killers. I can't say that. Cannibal Corpse Killers. Not rated, 100 minutes, 2018. Put out by Indican Pictures. Demons have been released, and they're killing everybody, huh? This is post-apocalyptic stuff, gore films, and zombie films. If you like those, you'll like this. I don't know. Haven't seen it yet. If you have, let me know what you thought of this movie. Looks cool to me. Anything with zombies in it, I'm going to watch. All right, guys. 2 more. One called The Terror Infamy, the complete 2nd season by AMC. 7 hours, 20 minutes worth on there. 2019, not rated, put out by Lionsgate. This is set in a Japanese internment camp during World War II. I've never seen it, but man, looks interesting to me. First off, I've got to get the first installment. I don't have the first season, so I'll have to get that. And last but not least, well, it is probably the least because this is probably a terrible movie, called Vampire War. Not rated, 2017, 121 minutes long, put out by Wild Eye Releasing. A new bloodline will conquer. After a series of mysterious killings in the German countryside, it is discovered that vampires with origins in the Middle Ages are to blame for the attacks. The condemned vampire clan leader and his followers created a new master to replace him, one to rule over the present day, unless he and his minions can be stopped by a group of modern vampire killers. I like vampire killers. I like movies like that. There you go. Excuse me. All right, there you go. That's my August wrap-up. It's everything I got from Goodwill, from Walmart in August. So what do you think? Let me know down below what you thought. I had a pretty good time picking them up, looking for them. I always do. I'm going to give away a digital code just for you guys watching right now. Keep watching, by the way. There are many. I've got 2 or 3 really good movies I'm going to give away here in the next couple of videos. Not this one. I'm going to give this away to whomever gets it first. Let me know down below who gets it. Something called Neighbors. It's both iTunes and Ultraviolet, I believe. So good luck. Whoever gets it, let me know. Called Neighbors. There you go, guys. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this kind of video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Yes, please subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you want to know when I load another video. So shouldn't be but a couple more days. I've got another thing on the back burner I'm working on right now. So not to mention I got a Goodwill haul coming soon also. One more Goodwill to hit this let's see, this week, probably tomorrow, and then I'll do the video. So hey, you guys keep smiling, keep having fun, stay safe, stay cool this weekend if you can. Until next time, Geriatric Geek says, keep smiling. Peace.